Hello everyone, it's Outrider here, and it's that time of the year again when we look back at the last 12 months and say, these are the best things that I've bought. And it's been a funny old year when it comes to collecting for me. I stopped collecting a lot of other stuff over the past, 18 months or so. So Star Wars, I pick up very little. Even though I have picked up a fair few Power of the Force 2 this year, which has become a little guilty pleasure. But Black Series has been retired. Marvel Legends, I think I bought one this year. So it's been predominantly Transformers. And even though my focus now is on Transformers, over the last year, one thing I've learned is patience, especially over the last 6 months. If you sit and wait for certain things, you will get them at a cheaper cost. And with the fear of missing out now, there's very few figures that we actually truly miss out on. A lot of the stuff I picked up more recently has been on sale, and I'm kind of happy and I'm enjoying it because I've picked them up cheaper than I would do if I bought them on the day of release. And it spreads stuff out throughout the year as well. Now, the top 5 or 6 of these robots pick themselves, but I decided to add in a few more when I was thinking about on re-entries and all that kind of stuff, and I got to 10 basically. So we're going to go through the top 10 that I bought this year, and I'm still quite not sure about what the order is. I think some of them are interchangeable, but I'm going to start off with some non-transforming figures, 2 of them in fact. And actually, in 10th place, it is Yolo Park. These are model/action figures. And I've got the Bumblebee here, and I've got the Optimus from Rise of the Beasts. And they're absolutely bloody fantastic. I love these things. Wonderful posable figures. They remind me of the 3-0 figures, but obviously at a cheaper budget. And I think these were about 30 quid each I got them for, which is awesome. I mean, considering a Marvel Legend is, 25, 26 quid, a Black Series figure is 25, 26 quid, you can get these figures, and there's a bit of assembly required as well, so it gives you something to do. So in 10th place, I'm going to put these 2 figures, but anything from Yolo Park, and I think next year I'm going to be picking up a lot more of these figures because they are pretty awesome. Next up is a figure that is lovely, but it's more what it represents. I didn't get to see my good mate Dave Shotton for years because of COVID. I don't think I saw him since COVID. But I managed, I was going up to Newcastle for work, and we managed to catch up for an evening together, and it was amazing. Back in April, so that's 8 months ago, and he was selling some bits, and there was a number of things I bought off him, but one of the things was Masterpiece Inferno. Lovely figure. Always wanted this. To be honest, always wanted the grapple, but really happy to have Inferno, and it's a lovely figure. I'm happy I finally have one in my collection, but I'm even happier that it reminds me of that day that me and Dave caught up in Newcastle, and what a great day it was. We had such a laugh. And it was lovely to rummage through his stuff and see his collection in person. So, Masterpiece Inferno is a great figure, but it's on the list because of what it means rather than what it is, if that makes sense. But it's always good to have some nostalgic memories with the toys, isn't it? That's what makes them great. Next up, I'm going to go for an original figure, but it's a G2 figure. And this is... I don't use the term Grail very often, and I think they only really had one Grail, which was Swoop. Could argue maybe Predaking and Skylinks, because some was I wanted when I was a kid. But this is something I've been chasing for years, and I haven't been able to find one. And I got one almost complete, just missing one fin. G2 Starscream. I think I ended up getting it for about 20 quid, because it come with another figure that sold on. I think it was the Sure Shot Optimus Prime lookalike figure. It's just missing one of the fins. I might have a look at printing one of them because I've now got a 3D printer. But yeah, I really, really wanted this figure for such a long, long time. I had the Ramjet as a kid, never got the Starscream, and was able to tick this off this year. So I'm really, really happy about that. It is awesome. So that was number 8, wasn't it? So in 7th place is a recent purchase. One I picked up in December, so this doesn't happen very often. But again, it's just the value for money and the chunkiness of this thing. It's G.I. Joe Soundwave. This is the crossover Soundwave, sorry. So this came out in December. It came with a couple of G.I. Joe figures. So it came with Zartan, and it came with, I forget the name now, but a female G.I. Joe and a Blue Ravage, which is essentially Hullback. This is the Masterpiece Ravage mould. and it's lovely. It's such a chunky, fun figure. It's not... You know what's great about it? It's a toy, right? It's not an overly articulated, screen-accurate, really in-depth transformation piece. It's a toy. It's chunky. Its articulation is limited. It's got a few gaps here and there. The Alt mode transforms into a virtually identical G.I. Joe vehicle to what the original one was. And you know, it's just great. It's just great to have a toy for being a toy. So that's why that made number 7 on this year's list. Next up, number 6 is, well, it's a figure, and I'm going to try and keep it out of shot. It's a figure that I bought from TFN on the cheap. One that I wasn't really interested in, but because I'm not a fan of Beast Wars, but this figure is awesome. It is Dragon Megatron. I got it in the sale from In Demand, one of the first purchases I bought at TFN. And just for the Dragon mode, this is stunning. It's huge, it's chunky, it feels really good in hand, it transforms really well, and I just love it. Like I haven't got many Beast figures out now on display, but this thing is absolutely huge. I mean, if I compare it next to, I don't know, what have I got here? Well, I've got Leader Primal, right, and these are both leaders. And you can see the difference in size and scale, and I know they're from a different line, right? This is Studio Series, and this is Legacy. But it's great, really, really like it. I think it's great. So, yeah, I picked up this one from TFN, and really, really happy to have it in the collection. Right here then, on to the top 5. And a lot of these could be interchangeable, but I'm going to go 5th place. Leader class, Dinobots, Snarl. Probably the best one since Grimlock. My sludge was very disappointing. I was playing about with it yesterday because I printed off some swords for him. I think that is the weakest. Slag isn't the best, but this and Grimlock are the best too. This was a return to form. It's lovely. A great chunky Dinobot, and I'm really excited because next year, I think by about Easter time, we should have Swoop, and I should have my ultimate collection of Dinobots finished. Really, really happy with it. It's a lovely figure. This one came with a sword instead of a blaster, which is a bit strange. All the other ones came with blasters. And as I say, I'm trying to print off swords for the other Dinobots, and I might try and find a gun for him or something. But in 5th place, we have Snarl. 4th place, then, we have Rise of the Beasts Leader Class Scourge. I paid full price for this after watching the movie because I'm fickle like that. And I love it. I think this is one of... This was in contender for top figure of the year, but you'll see why it's only made 4th place. It does have some problems, like the head loves to pop off this ball joint. I have an add-on kit on order, on pre-order from Jose, so hopefully that will sort out that problem. And I'm not massively into my add-on kits, but I think on this figure it is needed because the whole... Sorry, the gun fell off the back. This neck piece is too long and it's not movie accurate. But the figure itself is great. The truck mode's awesome. I love all the accessories that come with it. And it's just a beautiful figure. Really, really like Scourge in Rise of the Beasts. I really enjoyed Rise of the Beasts. So yeah, really, really happy to have him. And I think he deserves to be in the top 10. And definitely in the top 5 as well. Now the next figure... I owe a lot to a friend who got this for me, and I'm not going to say his name because he ended up getting 2 Star Sabers basically. He had that many pieces missing and were replaced. He was able to pull together another Star Saber, missing a few pieces, but nevertheless he got it and sold it to me. This is the Star Saber figure, missing the big gun, the stand and the 2 minicons, and it's got a few issues with it. It's one of the lion's eyes that aren't painted. There's a few scuffs and oversprays here and there, but I mean I paid not a lot of money for this. Probably about Commander class that I paid for it, less than Commander class, and it's lovely. It's really, really nice. It's a cool figure. I know nothing about Star Saber, but I liked it enough to actually pre-order Deathsaurus as well. Actually, tell a lie, I knew kind of this was on the way, even though I got it, I think, late January. But I pre-ordered Deathsaurus in advance of getting this because I knew eventually I was going to get one, even if it was missing more pieces. You know what, I'm happy I got it. And I'm a bit disappointed that Deathsaurus didn't make it this year. Bit naughty of Hasbro, it's been out for 12 months, but hopefully they'll get it right. But luckily their mistakes first time round on Star Saber means that I've actually got a figure that I didn't order through them. It was pieced together by bits of 40 parts, and you know what? I actually quite like that. That's the fact that I've got this one that is a little bit flawed. Right, top 2 this year. Second place, Commander Class. Optimus Prime, Armada Optimus Prime. Great figure, great update, lovely transformation, build quality stunning. This for me was toy of the year for a very, very long time. I didn't think anything was going to beat this. It's great. It's disappointing it didn't come with a Minicon for the price. This is just a spare spark plug that I've got. I've got a couple of them, so I've put this with him. But it should have come with a Minicon for the price. And I get budget and all that kind of stuff. But come on, this is Commander Class. Like, you can put that in within budget. Even if he charges an extra $5 for it or whatever, he should have come with a spark plug. And I think, to be honest with you, what's going to happen over the coming, this year or maybe next year, is we're going to have a Minicon pack, maybe an exclusive pack of Minicons that will be able to, complete some of the Armada figures we've got, like Starscream, like Prime. I know we got the Hotshot Minicon in a 2-pack. He was in a 2-pack. It was a PulseCon exclusive, and we got the Wheeljack pre-tool of Shattered Glass Sideswipe with a Minicon as well. Windraiser, is it? I can never remember his name. But this is lovely. Great figure. If you didn't get it this year, then you should. Right? Because it's awesome. Go out there and buy it now. It's a great, great figure. Now on to the best figure I bought this year. And it's Commander Class Ultra Magnus. This thing is beautiful. It's worth every penny. I know people were moaning about the Constantine and shoulders and all that kind of stuff, and there is a little bit of a problem with the arms. I think it's on this one actually. When you move the arms basically and they start to transform, it doesn't matter. This thing is great. This has the soul of Movie Magnus. It feels like Movie Magnus. It looks like Movie Magnus. The light piping on it's great. Transformation's awesome. It doesn't have the white Prime inside. It is just the best Transformer I've bought this year, and probably the best Studio Series figure that we've done, that they've done so far. And I know I said that Hot Rod was probably one of the best Transformers ever from the Studio Series. Looking back now, I had a mess with him when I got him actually. The shoulders are just awful on that figure, but this is great. This is exactly, it has the soul of Movie Ultra Magnus. If the MP, and the MP I thought would take some beating, had the soul of Season 3 Magnus, this is Movie Magnus. It's perfect. It's great. I love it. It's the best figure I have bought this year by a million miles. And Armada Prime was good, but this is the best. But there's been some good ones this year, hasn't there? I'm really happy with what I've picked up. There's been a lot of other bits that I've picked up throughout the year, and I did go through a phase of falling out of love with the hobby because of the cost, because of everything that goes on social media and being part of the community. It gets a bit exhausting at times. But you know what, I feel a bit refreshed now. I've got some new toys. I've enjoyed getting some figures at Christmas. I've been enjoying picking them up cheaper and finding them bargains here and there. And looking back, I've got some really awesome figures like Ultra Magnus here that I've added to the collection. And I think, to be honest with you, because this room's a bit of a mess at the moment, I need to have a little bit of a cull, a little bit of a sort out and move a few things on or pack a few things away. But all in all, it's been a pretty awesome year. In regards to the worst Transformers, I'm not going to really get into that, because I kind of, if I don't like something now, I either don't buy it or sell it on relatively quickly. So I can't even remember any of the ones I've bought that are really bad. But it doesn't matter, does it? We shouldn't really reflect on the things that were bad. We should remember the things that we really enjoyed, and that's what I've done this year. 10 figures, 11 if you include the 2 Yolo Park ones. Great toys that I've really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to the 40th anniversary next year, which there's bound to be some great figures that we can all add to our collections. And who knows, next year I might do a top 10 figures of the last 40 years, because I think that might be an interesting one to do. So let me know in the comments below what was your top purchases of the year. Let me know if you agree or disagree with some of mine, or if I maybe missed out on some. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you all had a very lovely Christmas, and I wish you all the best in 2024. And until next time, I've been Zorrider, and I'll catch you again very, very soon.